This is more about living in the time of the coronavirus epidemic. Samuel Pepys here. It's the divisiveness that is most noticeable and bothers me the most. Not in my daily life, but definitely in the media. There is a constant drum, and it's never a simple disagreement. There is bitterness, and I would have to say hatred involved. There's open hostility with no sign of respect between the parties. It's what the Bible calls enmity, and that is a divide that cannot be crossed. And then I wonder, is this still made for kids? Unfortunately, the answer is still yes. They'll have to grow up quickly in the year 0 CE. The Big Ten wants all that money it gets from playing football, even with no fans in the stands. But it was also pressed into changing its plans by the success of the other college conferences and many high schools throughout the state. The city public schools also said that all sports teams could play, but still refused to go to in-person classes. The teachers' union is strong. The air here is hazy. They say it is from the wildfires burning over 1,000 miles away. Some people say they can smell the smoke. At times, I think I can too. Saturday Night Live is going to ramp back up into production in October, and they're already making a big deal out of the fact that Jim Carrey is going to play the Pander Man. I'm wondering if people will vote for him because Carrey does such a wonderful job impersonating him, and they want to see that role continue. It's the best reason I can think of to vote for the Pander Man. I don't watch the show anymore. I haven't for many years. But I think that Alec Baldwin plays the trumpet. And I think that Baldwin and Carrey will gain a huge amount of notoriety by playing those two enormously farcical individuals. Those are plum roles, and it will be a true tribute to democracy. So I come upon a grandson who is using an electronic device. He's listening intently, and I ask him, "What is that?" "It's very funny," he says. "Very, very funny." And I hear a voice say, "Jive-ass motherfucker," followed by a string of F-bombs. "What is that?" I ask again, and he says, "TikTok." I've heard the trumpet complain about TikTok, something to do with China, but this is my introduction to TikTok. The boy is 6 years old, and I wonder once again, is this okay for kids? "Shut it off," I tell him. "Go outside." Whether any of this, is okay for kids or not, they're going to be exposed to it. Some companies are doing very well during this coronavirus epidemic. Kroger, the supermarket giant, is doing better than that. They reported that in the last quarter, their profits were 3 times higher than last year's. Not 3% higher, but 3 times higher. I see bonuses flying about. Bob Woodward is still issuing proclamations from his seat at the Oracle. Like so many people, myself included, myself included, he doesn't get that, he doesn't get it. And it's irritating when he continues to appear. He's covered a lot of people and stories in his time. Now he wants to be the story. I would say, go fishing, Bob, or write your memoirs. The pro sports teams continue to roll along quite smoothly. In fact, they're drawing more attention for their social protests than they are for any reports or outbreaks of the virus. Mostly, outside of a few cases, that has not happened. I'm surprised. I thought they'd struggle. And I think it is rather amazing that in the middle, or somewhere, of an epidemic, people are very interested in sports. They do avidly follow their teams. It's a hell of a lot better than listening to the field mouse and his numbers. The U.S. Open golf tournament is this weekend, and that will also attract a lot of attention. As far as I know, the golfers have not been protesting, but nearly all of them are white. In any case, the field mouse will continue to post his numbers. You can count on that. The trumpet is really blowing up a storm. First of all, he is always late for his appointments. He's supposed to speak at 2. That means he'll show up at 3:30 or 4. And he says we can expect a big announcement in a couple of days on the virus. Big announcement. Incredible. His leading health advisors say they don't know what he's talking about. He repeats, big announcement in a few days. Incredible. In the wake of that, at this point, no one knows what to do. Is he crazy? Kidding? Posturing? Ranting? The trumpet blows and no one knows. And Alec Baldwin can't wait.